striped blue heel, a little worn through, paired up once with my lucky shoe. Then the spin cycle swallowed you. I checked every sleeve, every pillowcase, shook out the sheets, crawled under the base. That's the dry door right to its face. Where'd you send my favorite one? Welcome to Lost Sock City, where all the lonely cotton run. Riding on towel-top taxis, hiding where the sweater sun. If you see my striped blue sweetheart, tell it I'm still waiting here. In a world of perfect pairs, it's your missing half I wear. Maybe you slept with the bedsheet crew, took a warm air flight straight out the flu, caught on a branch with a bird's eye view, learning how the clouds drift too. Or maybe you live in a basket fort, trading tall tales, doing time for sport. Every hole and thread, a wild passport to every floor I never sweep. Welcome to Lost Sock City, where all the lonely cotton run. Riding on towel-top taxis, hiding where the sweater sun. If you see my striped blue sweetheart, tell it I'm still waiting here. In a world of perfect pairs, it's your missing half I wear in my mind. Maybe some things aren't meant to find their way back home. Tiny proofs that what we lose still stitches up our hope. Oh, welcome to Lost Sock City, where all the lonely cotton run. Riding on towel-top taxis, hiding where the sweater sun. If you see my striped blue sweetheart, tell it I'm still waiting here. Guess I'll keep this single sneaker for the day you reappear. Hey! Hey!
Empty aisles, fluorescent glow. Another Tuesday night, where did my spirit go? Pushing this basket through the cereal row. Plastic wheels are squeaking, my heart is kinda leaking. Oh, shopping cart, you're my only friend. Through these long aisles until the very end. Shopping cart, you understand this lonely journey across this grocery land. I see a coupon for some frozen peas, a fleeting moment of joy, a small moment of ease. My reflection in the freezer door. Who is this person, please? My basket overflowing, my sadness is growing. Oh, shopping cart, you're my only friend. Through these long aisles until the very end. Shopping cart, you understand this lonely journey across this grocery land.
4-side crooked marker ink. Half-price avocados like his fate on a fluorescent string. Shopping cart squeaks, you laugh at my squeaky shoes, and I grab all the green ones like they might fix my moves. Half-price avocados, rich like we won the lotto, living on discounts. Big dreams, small bottles. If this is rock bottom, tastes good with a little salt on it. Half-price avocados, yeah, we're still feeling full. Tiny apartment, dish towel hanging a half off the door. Two mismatched plates, guac in a coffee cup, chips on the floor. You say we're so broke, but your eyes shine gold in the stove light. And I'm as you taste, say it's the best thing you've had all night. Half-price avocados, rich like we won the lotto, living on discount. Big dreams, small bottles. If this is rock bottom, tastes good with a little salt on it. Half-price avocados, yeah. Oh, maybe we'll make it, maybe we won't. Maybe the rent gets paid, maybe it don't. But we've got this bowl, this couch, this show, and green on our fingers, where the good stuff lingers.
You were leaning by the doorway, polka dots and crooked smile, coffee steamed between our shoulders, talking like we had all day. You rushed out to catch a carpool, keys and laughter, half a wave left your umbrella by my table, standing there still dripping rain. You're the forgotten umbrella in my hallway, a little piece of a maybe on the floor. I keep walking around you like I'm careful, like if I touch you, you'll walk back through that door. You're the forgotten umbrella in my hallway, taking up more space than you should. How can something I don't even use still make me feel this good? Friends say just return it simple, write your name, call it done. But I like the quiet question, leaning by my shoes at one. Some days the sky opens sudden, I should grab you and go out, but I'd rather stay here one piece of 'em maybe on the floor. I keep walking around you like I'm careful, like if I touch you, you'll walk back through that door. You're the forgotten umbrella in my hallway, taking up more space than you should. Funny how something that small can hold a whole lost mood. Sunrise creeping, city sleeping, another day to chase the crumbs. Underfoot my tiny thumbs, building nests on windowsills, ignoring all the human thrills. Oh, the pigeons fly day and night, just trying to get by underneath the sky. Oh, the pigeons fly, what a sight, soaring high above, seeking concrete love. People rushing, always pushing, never look up to the where a feathered friend believes in a world of bread and seeds, ignoring all their human needs. They call me vermin, they call me dirt, but I just want a little treat, something nice to eat, a little freedom from the hurt, a place to rest my weary feet. Oh, the pigeons play day and night, just trying to get by underneath the sky. Oh, the pigeons fly, what a sight, soaring high above, seeking concrete love.
Sunday morning dust on my boots, wooden pew smell like old perfume. Mama's Bible still knows my name, but I ain't lived up to the words I claimed. I slipped out back when the choir stood, failed every stair like I knew they would. There's a shadow where my face should be, and it follows every step of me. I hear forgiveness in the preacher's tone, but it sounds like a language I've never known. Every prayer feels like borrowed time, every sin still standing in line. Church bells don't ring for me, they just echo what I used to be. I stand outside with my hat in my hand, ashamed of the man I am. Grace feels close, but it won't agree. Church bells don't ring for me. White dress hanging in a pawn shop window, gold band sold for a tank of gas. Photograph fading on the dashboard, smiling back from a life I had. I drive past town where vows were said, now there's weeds where roses bled. Every mile marker knows my sins, they all know where I've been. The church bells don't feels close, but it won't agree. Church bells don't ring for me. Weeping pedals still carrying the melody. Acoustic guitar strums widening. Bass walks slowly, light fiddle harmonies drifting and out. Brushes on snare, keep a steady heartbeat. Maybe mercy ain't a crowded door. Maybe it's a road I'm scared to walk before. If redemption knows my name, it's waiting on me to face the shame. I don't need the bells to sound, just need the nerve to turn around. Church bells don't ring for me, they just echo what I used to be. I stand outside with my hat in my hand, ashamed of the man I am. Grace feels close, I still believe. Even if the church bells don't ring for me. Strip back acoustic and still fade. Church bells don't ring for me, but I'm listening anyway. Got a whole world in my pocket, fuzzy bits and a broken locket, little threads like cosmic dust. What's it all mean? Can I trust this tiny mess? Oh yes. Pocket-lid universe, it gets worse, it gets better. Pocket-lid universe, a forgotten love letter. A button, a receipt, a tiny screw. What secrets are hiding, what will I do? Digging deep for a silver coin, this whole strange world I can join. Maybe we're all just lint, you know, floating through space, putting on a show. A giant's pocket, a forgotten crease, searching for some kind of peace. Bought you for a toast I never made, sat you on the counter like a date-eyed flake. You were firm, then you turned in a day, from kinda okay to throw it away. Overripe avocado, should've had you yesterday. Soft like a secret, brown heart giving me away. Overripe avocado, how we let it get this far. You could have been breakfast, now you're just a tragic star. Cut you down the middle with a hopeful sigh. Green dreams leaking where the bruise runs wide. Scoop around the damage like it don't exist. Still tastes like almost heaven, almost missed. All of my plans go bad this way. Perfect for a moment, then they fade. Fruits on the counter, calls I delay. Saving the good stuff till it rots in place. Overripe avocado. How'd we let it get this far? Overripe avocado.
Found a jar of buttons on your grandma's old desk. Mismatched colors, little stories, all piled in a glass nest. One's chip red from your first backpack. One's dull gold from a lost coat. You say everyone's a tiny breadcrumb back to who we were, and I choke. You're my jar of buttons, scattered, strange and bright. All our tiny circles holding things in tight. If the seams start ripping, if the days feel loose, you're my jar of buttons, I'll come back to you. Spill them out on the carpet. You line them up like a timeline. That one's rain at the bus stop. That one's trouble. That one's fine. You sew one onto my jacket, crooked, but it shines blue. Now you can't forget this evening, even if you want to. You're my jar of buttons, scattered, strange and bright. All our tiny circles holding things in tight. If the seams start ripping, if the days feel loose, you're my jar of buttons. On the shelf in your small kitchen, next to sugar, salt and tea, sits a jar, a quiet witness to your growing history. When the big things feel too heavy, I just twist that rusted lid. Let the little things come tumbling like they did when we were kids. You're my jar of buttons, scattered, strange and bright. All our tiny circles holding things in tight. If the seams start ripping, if the days feel loose, you're my jar of buttons, I'll come back to you. Sunrise cracking through a half-open door. Coffee gone cold, map on the floor. A goodbye note I didn't bother to write. Some roads just call in the middle of the night. Town still sleeping, engines hum low. I ain't running from you, just following the glow. Every mile marker feels like an old friend. Yeah, I swore I was done, but here I am again. I tried standing still, tried roots in the ground, but my heart starts shaking when the wheels don't sound. There's a voice in the wind, I can't pretend. It keeps saying, boy, you know how this ends. I got dust on my boots again, sky wide open where the nowheres begin. I love you, but I love that line where the fence posts fade and the road don't end. I don't know where I'm sleeping tonight, but I know I'm finally breathing in. Yeah, the world feels right when I'm moving on with dust on my boots again. Radio static in an old hang tune. Stars like sparks on a black silk moon. Past a farmhouse porch light dim. For a second there it almost pulled me in. Every town's got a face I could've known. Every bar's got a stool I could call home. But the farther I go, the clearer it gets. I ain't built for staying, not just yet. I got dust on my boots again, sky wide open where the nowheres begin. I love you, but I love that line where the fence posts fade and the road don't end. I don't know where I'm sleeping tonight, but I know I'm finally breathing in. Yeah, the world feels right when I'm moving on with dust on my boots again. Maybe someday I'll slow these wheels, trade restlessness for something real. The freedom's a fire I can't pretend.